Jai Hind to all. Myself Yogendra Naran Prajapati, YN Prajapati, Assistant Professor at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I am going to teach a very important topic of the compiler design, that is the predictive parsing. This parsing is also known as the LL1 parsing. In this parsing, we discuss about the basic definition of the parsing, basic algorithm, how the parsing table are generated, and finally how the final outcome are generated. Now this is the basic structure of the predictive parsing, or this is also known as the LL1 parsing. Now in LL1 parsing, we need the input types. In this step, we have feed the input of the grammar or input of the language. With the help of the predictive parsing algorithm, we read this input symbol, and with the help of the stack and predictive parsing algorithm generate the parsing table. And this is the very important table for the LL1 parsing. With the help of these three, stack, algorithm plus parsing table, generate the final outcome, and that final outcome is our predictive LL1 parsing table. In predictive parsing algorithm, there are mainly two concepts are involved. The first one is the first of the given grammar. Grammar is context-free grammar, and the second part of the predictive parsing algorithm, that is known as the follow of the given context-free grammar. Now we move how to compute the first of the given context-free grammar and how to compute the given follow of the given context-free grammar. There are mainly 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 rules by which we can compute the first of the any given context-free grammar. Now, what is the first? In a first and follow, the combination of the all terminal and along with the epsilon 0. The first is the set of the terminal string derived from the given context-free grammar. Okay, and first is also the epsilon 0 is also known as the first. Now in predictive parsing table or any context-free grammar, what is known as the first? The first is the first symbol of first non-terminal symbol of any production rule. In this production rule, have a two production rule: A tends to alpha, A tends to beta. If alpha is terminal, then alpha is the first of this production rule. If alpha is a non-terminal, then the first of alpha is known as the first of A. Then it is the first of B. If any production rule have a two production rule 1 and the production rule 2, then the first of this production rule union the first of this production rule is also known as the first of A. And we move from the another rule to finding the first of the any production rule. If this is the non-terminal, then the first of this non-terminal is known as the first of yes. So this is the mainly two rule by which we can compute the first of any given context-free grammar of any production rule. Now this is the method by which we compute the first of any production rule. Compute the first for all grammar symbol X and apply for the following unit. More than terminal we can use for the this set. If x is a terminal, then the first of x, I have already explained. If the x is a terminal, then first of x is already known as the x. And if x is a non-terminal, then simply the first of that non-terminal is known as the first of that particular terminal. And we can also compute the epsilon in the production rule. Then the first of that production rule is also involved in the first. Now, what is the follow? We can simply follow this rule. What is the follow of B? It means follow of B is known as the beta. Follow of B is known as the beta if beta is a terminal. If beta is a non-terminal, then the first of that beta is known as the follow of B. If beta is terminal, then the follow of B is known as the beta. If the beta is a non-terminal, then follow of B is equal to first of beta is known as a follow of B. That is the very important rule by which we compute the follow of the any production rule. There is another important rule by which we can compute. For example, A tends to A, B and C. Now for this production, if we compute the follow of C, if any non-terminal does not follow any symbol, then the follow of C is equal to known as the follow of A. It means follow of C is follow of A. That is another important rule for computing the follow of the any production rule. And what is the follow of B? B follow the C. For this example, what is the follow of B? That is known as first of C is known as the follow of B. Similarly, we can calculate the follow of A. What is the follow of A? The first of B is known as the follow of A. What is the follow of A? Is first of B is known as the follow of A. So this is the mainly two rule by which we can compute the follow. And this is again previous I explained with the help of two rule we can compute the first of the any production rule. For the better understanding, we take a very simple example for computing the first and follow. First and follow. For this production, production rule number 1, what is the first of E? The first of E is equal to first of T, and the first of T are not calculated. Then first we compute the first of T, then we compute the first of E, then we move from the next step. What is the first of E dash? First of E dash, that is known as the plus for this production rule, and for the next production rule epsilon. Then we compute the first of the second production rule, that is known as the E dash. Then we compute the first of T. What is the first of T? This is the, if it is the terminal, then the first of T, terminal of here. If it is non-terminal, then we compute the first of this non-terminal, that is the first of T. Then we move from the next step. What is the first of T dash? Now for the first production, the first of T dash is a star, and for the next production, first of T dash is equal to epsilon. Now we move from the next production rule. what is the first of F? That is the first of F is the open bracket and ID. Then we compute the first of F, first of T dash, first of T and first of E dash, and remaining we compute the first of T dash. We already computed the first of T dash. Then what is the first of T? The first of T is equal to the first of F, and first of F I have already computed, that is known as the open bracket and ID. Now we compute the first of T. Now what is the first of E? That is known as the first of T. And what is the first of T? Already computed, that is open bracket and ID. For this method, they are very easy to compute the first of the any production rule. Now we will move from the follow of the any production rule. When we are computing the follow of the any production, then we always start from the start symbol. Now by default, the follow of the start symbol is dollar. By default, the follow of the start symbol is dollar. Now when we are computing the follow, then that non-terminal we search to the right side of the production. When we compute the first of the any non-terminal, then we search that non-terminal to the left side of the production. Now we compute the follow of E. Now we search E in the right side of the production. Where is E? I think in no one production, no, here is a E. So E follow the close bracket. Any other production, no, then the follow of E is equal to dollar and epsilon. Now we compute the follow of E dash. The follow of E dash, similarly we search E dash to the right side of the production. Where it is? Here it is. And in two production E dash involved, here and here. Then for first we compute the follow up from this production. Second we compute from the follow up this production. Then what is the E dash follow? Nothing. So what is the rule? If any non-terminal follow none, then what is the follow of that production? It means the follow of this is equal to the follow of this non-terminal. It means the follow of E dash is equal to follow of E, and follow of E have already computed, that is dollar and epsilon from this production. Okay. Now for this production, similarly E dash does not follow any terminal or non-terminal. Then what is the follow of E dash? The follow of E dash is the follow of E dash. So follow of E dash already have calculated, that is dollar and epsilon. It means the follow of E dash are computed. Now further we move for the follow of the T. T is here, and only two production T in come into the right side. Now for this, what is the follow of T? The follow of T is known as the first of E dash. Similarly, the follow of T, what is the follow of T? The first of E dash. Now the first of E dash here we compute the plus and epsilon. So now plus here we put, then the follow of T is equal to plus. We simply write down here T plus E dash. And what is the follow of T? That is the first of E dash. It means plus and epsilon. What is the follow of for this? The follow of T is equal to plus. We mention here. When the epsilon we put here, then this E tends to T and here is black. Then in this case, what is the follow of T? The follow of T, apply the previous rule, the follow of E. What is the follow of E? Close bracket. Now I think we repeat once again. T follow the E dash and what is the follow of T? The first of E dash. And the first of E dash, if it is terminal, no problem. If it is epsilon, then we put epsilon here. And if we put epsilon here, then E dash is blank. Then what is the follow of T dash? Nothing. It means what is the follow of T? The follow of E is known as the follow of T. Then this rule we compute the follow of the E dash. Similarly for this production, we apply the same procedure. Follow of T is equal to the first of E dash, and the first of E dash similarly plus and epsilon. So same value we are calculate, we apply the same rule. We move from the another production, that is the follow of T dash. I have calculated 1, 2, 3. Now the fourth one is a follow of T dash, and we search into the right side here and here, and T dash does not follow any terminal or non-terminal. Then the follow of T dash is equal to follow of T, and the follow of T I have already calculated plus dollar and close bracket. For this, similarly, the follow of T dash is equal to the follow of T dash. So now no extra terminal are involved. Now for this production, the follow of F dash, where F dash is here and F dash is here. It means the follow of F is the first of. Now we write the follow of F. We write the two production F T dash, T tends to, and T dash tends to star F T dash. I think in both production the follow of F is T dash. It means the first of T dash is known as the follow of F. To follow first of the T dash, again plus and epsilon, multiply. Now the follow of multiply is here, no problem, and we put here epsilon. It means this is the blank. Now what is the follow of in this case, when epsilon we replace in the place of the T dash? Then what is the follow of the F dash? The follow of T dash. And I have already computed the follow of T dash, that is known as the plus dollar and this. So this is the simplest technique by which we compute the first and follow of the any production. And this is the predictive parsing algorithm by which we compute the first and follow of the any context free grammar. And with the help of this algorithm, we generate the parsing table. And with the help of parsing table and stack, we generate the final outcome. This is the LL1 parsing. Now we move another example for better understanding how we compute the first and follow of any production rule. Okay, now first follow. Now what is the first of yes? That is the first of yes. First non-terminal or exit, that is I for this production, and for this production A. Simply we compute yes and A for this production. For what is the first of yes dash? That is very simple. Again E and epsilon. And what is the first of E? That is known as the B. That is very simple. We compute the first of this production rule, and this example is also very important, asked in the GATE examination also. Now we compute the follow. I have already explained that the follow of the start symbol is dollar. Now when we are compute the follow of any production rule, what is the rule? That particular non-terminal we search to the right side in a given production. Now yes, here is a now this is the yes dash and this is the yes. Now this is the yes 1, and here is a yes 2 yes, and yes follow the yes dash. Then what is the follow of yes? Follow of yes is equal to first of S dash. The first of S dash, what is the first of S dash? E. And when first of S dash, that is the E and epsilon. And when we put epsilon here, this one is a blank. And in this case, what S follow? If S does not follow any symbol, then what is the follow of the S? The follow of S is follow of the S. It means dollar and E for these symbols. And for this production, S does not follow any production, then follow of the S is equal to follow of the S dash. And I have not computed the follow of S dash, then compute the follow of S dash. Okay, here is a S dash and E. The first of S dash and the first of E. And similarly, now what is the follow of the S dash? That is S dash come into the only in single production. In only single production S dash come here. Then what is the follow of S? If S does not follow any terminal, non-terminal, then the follow of S is equal to follow of S. Then dollar and E. Now same dollar and E. And what is the follow of E? E is only here. And in any production, no E is involved. Then what is the follow of E? That is the T. That is very simple. I compute the first and follow of any production rule. In next lecture, I have a compute the parsing table of the any production rule.